Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sly, and man, haven't been able to make any videos because, dang, that sucks. What happened with Bosa? All I was able to do is make a damn TikTok video. So, pretty bummed out, but we're back. And, hey, if you're a Niner fan, remember, 49% off pizza. If the Niners win Tuesdays and Wednesdays, let's go. I got to be careful, though, man, because I too much of that, too much pig in a pickle. I need to go to the gym tonight. That's all I got to say. But, hey, I want to get to it. We all know what happened with Bosa. Absolutely sucks. Is the season over? No, we still got a chance. Maybe in a few weeks we make a trade and something could get going, but it's not going to happen now. No one's going to trade their guys right now. Season's still early. They pushed back the trade deadline to week 9. So yeah, it's going to be a while, but we got to win these games to see if we're in contention. Then we might make a move. But as of right now, we're going to stick with our guys that we have. Robert Beal just got picked up, signed to the 53-man roster. It looks like he'll be playing. Who knows if Gibson might play too, because you can't replace Bosa. So you're going to need multiple guys. It is what it is. But going back to, I guess you could say, good news for the Niners in this situation. Obviously, it's horrible news, but there's some bright spots to it. And that is for next year, the Niners put out insurance, baby, on Bosa, just in case this does happen. And I don't know if you guys heard, but the Niners next year get extra $7 million in cap space for next year. Right now, we're looking pretty as far as the cap goes. I know this year we have fifth the most amount of money that's left out there that we could spend. We haven't really spent it. That's cool. It's going to roll over to next year. But so next year, man, we could do some damage if we want. I know the Yorks kind of got cheap this year, but we did sign our dudes, Warner, Purdy, Kittle. So these guys are going to be in 49ers for a while. And we got cap next year. And the good thing is we got a lot of comp picks coming up. I think we lost some guys in trades, like Robinson and whatnot. But it looks like we're going to have 8 picks, and a few of them might be 4th round picks, the way that they do that formula, depending on how much guys play. So we can do some damage next year with that cap space and the draft next year. But as far as this year goes, man, I still think we got a chance, man. I really do. Obviously, we know what happened with Bosa. It sucks. But it's going to be a lot of guys have to come in and step up. I think Gibson's going to have his chance. I know he's still in the practice squad. People are kind of shocked today that he was, not put on the 53-man roster, because he does have experience. I believe one year he had, 7-8 sacks with Chicago. And people are shocked that he got caught up over our boy Beal. But the thing is, both these guys actually had really good preseasons. Both these guys were getting pressure. I know Beal got that sack that first game, and then he got hurt. Then he came back that Chargers game, and I think he led the team in pressures. I get it, it's preseason and whatnot, but still, pressure's pressure. He got 5 pressures, I believe, that last Charger game. So it looked like he was in the best shape of his life. And he could come in and bring some juice to, a defense where, let's be real, they still played great. When Bosa went out, they still were flying. And I was kind of shocked because, damn, man, what's going to happen now? Because we've seen it before where Bosa got hurt and we kind of folded. But the defense still was balling out, the young cats everywhere, the rookies, second-year guys, third-year guys, the veterans, they were balling out, man. So you can't really say that the season's completely over yet, because they still came in and showed out. They really did. So, and then bringing in Beal, an extra guy, that he's in his prime. The thing about Beal, he's in his prime. He's 26 years old. He's looked the best that he's ever looked as far as being a 49er, as far as camp went. We're hearing days, Beal got a sack this day. Beal got a sack that day. Was he dominant? We were hearing camp? No, absolutely not, because he did get hurt quite a bit. And you would hear about him here and there from camp. And then preseason, it was his best preseason. I know he hasn't done shit since he's been a 49er, but this was a year where he actually did flash in camp and in preseason. So that's a good thing. And then Gibson, I think he'll be called up, maybe because you get be called up, I think, twice from the practice squad. So I think maybe this week he might get called up, because you need extra linemen now that Bosa's gone. Because Bosa, is a beast, man. You can't replace that dude. So you're gonna need multiple extra guys to come in and see what they could offer. Just keep bringing in dudes. And like I said, if we could go these next 6 weeks before the trade deadline, if we could go 4-2, then hey, it looks like, you know what? Even though Bosa's gone, we could still contend for a Super Bowl. And if that's the case, that's when you want to call up teams like Cincinnati and say, hey man, Trey Hendrickson's on his last year. What are you gonna offer me? What are we gonna do? And I've been hearing a lot of second round pick and a 5th round pick or something like that, like a 4th round pick, something like Tim Kawakami was talking about. I think that might be too much because let's be real, it's his last year. He's 30 years old. I'm not sure if we can give up that much, you know. I know was it Chase Young? Wasn't it a 3rd round pick that we gave up? And he was freaking young. He was really young. So I don't know if you're going to give that much up for us. Guy who's 30, I get it. He's still a beast, man. You look at his numbers. He had a better season statistically than Nick Bosa did. And he's really good at, you know, I believe the run and the pass. So he's someone you definitely, if you able to get someone like him, you could do some damage, you know. So I'm thinking like a 3rd round pick and maybe like a 6th round pick. Because the thing, man, with Chase Young, he got paid when he went to the Saints, I believe. And with how all that comp thing works out, I believe we got a 4th round comp. It was like him and Sam Darnold. The way they do it's weird. How you get comp picks. It's like a formula they use. But that helped us get an extra 4th round pick for Chase Young. We lost a 3rd trading for him, but then we got a 4th round comp. So if you think about it, if Trey Hendrickson does have a good season and comes with us, and then someone pays him a nice chunk of money next year, we could potentially get a comp pick for him. And, you know, that even Stevens, I guess you could say. So, yeah, man, we'll see how it is. Again, these next 6 weeks, very important to see where we go from here. But I think we could do it, man. I think we could do solid these next 6 weeks. And then if that happens, we do solid. Yeah, trade for a dude, trade for an outside line. There's a few guys out there that you could trade for and try to make a run at this. Make a run at this thing. But again, damn, losing Bosa does suck. But you got to look at, there's some bright spots. Again, next year, we're going to be loaded. He's going to be ready by training camp. You're going to have that extra money to spend, $7 million, where you could find someone out there. Fudge, pick up a damn center. Pick up a better center than what we have out there right now. But yeah, a lot of these guys already signed. You know, McKivitz, even though I'm not the biggest fan of him, they re-signed him to a long-term deal. We got a lot of guys already locked up. You're thinking about this year, which guys are free agents. We don't have a lot of big-name guys that are testing the market next year. So as far as the cap goes, we're solid there. It wasn't like last year where we had so many dudes out there leaving and we just couldn't pay them. And, you know, it kind of sucked. But this next year, we can make a run again. And hell yeah, this year we can make a run too. So it's not completely over. I know people are throwing in the towel, saying, oh, we never even had a chance with Bosa. Yeah, we do, dude. Our defense was still solid, man. When he went out, they were still solid. So there's a chance. Obviously, Bosa, he's my favorite player out there. And it sucks because he's a beast. But we just got to ride the ship, see what's up. I get the mentality next man up. No, it's going to be multiple guys having to come in and replace them. But yeah, let's see how we do. And if we do good these next 6 weeks, John, Kyle, call up Trey Hendrickson. See what's up, baby. But yeah, man, that's what I got. I'm going to eat this pizza and I'm done crying. It's over, baby. I'm good. I'm good now. I'm going to enjoy the pizza. Got a little pig in the pickle in the back. And gonna have a good time. All right, man. I'm out. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.